Hi everyone and welcome back. Now the question is, what lifestyle choices can interfere with our circadian rhythm body clock synchronization and therefore our good sound sleep? Well, unfortunately, it's all the good stuff. Sleeping in late, alcohol, late evening sport and exercise, and late night partying, using the iPhone, TV, engaging in social media, and playing war games on Xbox. Too much caffeine and working shift work through the night are just a few of many. All modern influences our body has not been designed to cope with in our 760 million years of human evolution. Now, the problem started for us humans the day our ancestors learnt to control fire, and they had light after the sun had set. So even though the length of the days stayed the same, as the light technology advanced, humans could stay awake longer into the night. Now, believe it or not, but our stress response registers that result as a direct threat every time, because staying awake late at night is interfering with our ancient connection to the circadian rhythm. And now, unbeknown to us, we are living with elevated stress levels and not getting enough adequate sleep that we require. Now, subconsciously, we are also on guard duty, and our senses are scanning for a danger that doesn't actually exist. Now, that always triggers our natural anxiety response. Keep that in mind. And whoops, here we go again. So how can you tell if your lifestyle choices are not compatible with your circadian rhythm and the balance is ending up out of kilter? Well, that's actually quite easy. Here's a few things. We naturally start yawning about 1 to 2 hours after the setting sun, a clear sign that the sleep process has begun. But that's not when we eventually go to bed, right? Now that could be several hours later, and the sleep process passes through without us on board. Now, when we have difficulty getting to sleep, it usually means the natural sleep process is not there because we have missed the timing of the sleep train, or because we have eaten or drunk something that interferes with it. You see, consuming the wrong food and drink, like rich, sweet, yummy foods, alcohol, and or soft drinks, turns the sleep process off by shutting down the action of the melatonin sleep hormone. It turns the melatonin sleep pressure response off. It never gets to turn on. And we're wide awake between 1:30 and 4 a.m. in the morning when we should be sound asleep, often the result of eating after the sun has set, because our digestion system has been turned off for the night so that others can be turned on, and the two systems clash. And that is so common. Now, because of a poor diet and timing earlier in the afternoon or evening, we later experience the midnight munchies. Yeah, but we naturally focus on anything that's yummy and plenty of it, which always means high glucose, sugars and bread stuff, and far too much in our tummy. Now we are revving into the early morning hours with no sign of good sleep. Now, because we are waking up, our body temperature increases by 2 degrees to further signal our body we are waking up. Now it's very difficult to sleep well because we are too hot, and we toss and turn and repeatedly go to sleep short periods and then wake up right throughout the night. Eventually falling asleep, but staying asleep until late morning or longer in order for our body to feel it is caught up, which it never does. It's the wrong timing. Still feeling shattered when we first wake up and terribly sleepy during the day, except for late afternoon when we come alive. That's the circadian rhythm. It's out of kilter. You see, the circadian rhythm has us programmed to sleep after the sun has set and wake up around sunrise. It is that nighttime period only that allows a multitude of critical biochemical and chemical processes and reactions to happen. Now, those processes rely on our body to be very still and deactivated or even comatose, also called sleep. Now, what are some things we can do about it? Well, the more you learn about the circadian rhythm, you realize it's something we need to be aware of in our life, and it doesn't take much. For example, what is a good time to go to sleep? Well, a good place to start is to consider the time you want to wake up in the morning, either side of dawn, the rising sun. Now, count back 8 hours for complete sleep and add more if you want to read first. And that is the time for you to go to bed, and it's well within the start time of the sleep stages, so that when the sleep train comes chugging through, you've got plenty of time to get on board. Now remember, we mentioned special light-sensitive cells in our eyes that react to the timing of the rising and setting sun. It is those that have to be stimulated every day, not by always wearing sunglasses or staying inside and using artificial light, which only tends to confuse the issue by sending signals to our brain that it is always early morning or early evening, which means the body produces the wrong hormones to suit. But they're out of sync with the real day and nighttime periods. Now we can be tired in the day when we should be active, and vice versa. So, the key to resetting the circadian rhythm is simply to be outside in the natural light for as long as is possible. Anytime up to 10 a.m. in the morning minimum, and the last 3 hours in the evening, without sunglasses. It has everything to do with the way the sun's light reflects off the Earth's surfaces and atmosphere at different times of the day, which are picked up by those light-sensitive cells in our eyes, which sets the timing of the body clock inside our brain, which sets the timing for all of those weird and wonderful processes inside our body. There is now no overlap, no confusion, and no stress response. Then keep your reset times regular so the circadian rhythm can consolidate, which also brings calm to our body at every level, giving better, deeper quality sleep. Now, as you can see, it's not hard, but simply a matter of doing it. Okay, food for thought, I hope. Now, in the next video, I'll show you in a simple diagram an example of how we can easily sabotage our sleep and our circadian rhythm without even trying. Okay, we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.